Okay guys, so the idea with today is we are going to make it so we can pack these storm covers away without having to take them off. When you get it, this is the Jayco Expanda. They come with the storm covers. The bed's not out at the moment, but generally you have to slide them in to these tracks, as you can't put them out, put them away in there, because as it stands, as you go to close the lid, everything just drapes down and gets in the way, and you can't poke your hands up there to get them out the way. So the idea here is we'll get some snaps on there that will connect them up at the top there, and they'll be out the way. So when you close the lid, you don't have to, they'll be out of the way. You don't have to take them on and off every time you turn up to a camp. And literally all it costs is about $5 for the snaps. So, and a bit of time. So let's get started. So what you want to do is there'll be a snap. You'll be putting a snap down around the corner there from the inside out. So you'll see sort of the back of the snap when when it's mounted. You will need two people unless you just give it a guess. But if you pull this corner up, tuck that in, and get that up to about there. What you'll have to do is get somebody on the other side just to make sure you're not going too far. You don't want to pull it too much at this this corner either, and you don't want to go too far where that corner doesn't actually reach the same point on the other side. So once you've done that, so all this can just be tucked in, or it'd be fine just being draped there, and then we mount a couple of snaps and see how she works. So we've got the clips on the bottom, and I'm going about a third towards the outside. So about there in the double stitching down here. So that's where I'll put the push stud. So there's 2/3 towards the back. That way it just gives you a little bit extra length. Just marking it out there. That's where I'll put the hole and put the stud. So I'm not going to take you through the process of doing a stud. This is them. Again, you can just pick them up from Bunnings. I think a pack of about 10 or 15 of them is about $5. You just don't make a hole that's too big. You just need a little slit to put it through. Otherwise, you just don't want it expanding and the stud coming through. But yeah, plenty of YouTube videos on how to do these studs. I don't have all the right equipment anyway, but I'm going to give it a crack with what I've got. As far as the flaring tool for that end, but I've had a little bit of success. So what you want to do, you've got your stud on there. Still working on that part. Is try to get that as tight as possible without pulling too much on here, because you don't want to really wrench that over, and they're plastic nowadays. So as tight as possible. As I said, you'll want to get somebody on the other side to do the same thing, just to make sure, and it should be fine, because you've gone a third in, so you've left a little extra length on the back. Yeah, just make sure you don't mount all this up, then you go to do the other side, and then it won't actually reach the stud up here. So up about here on mine, not saying on yours, but on mine, it reaches about the where are we? So it reaches probably between the two screws here, just outside We just want it just outside the, obviously not on the plastic strip, on the thick part of the fiberglass. So you just make a mark there, and we'll drill a stud in. So these are the other ends of those studs. So these ones, as you can see, come with a screw already inserted, and you can just screw them in. So you can get them so they can be clamped into, say, another piece of a canvas or cloth or something like that. So these are the ones you want with the screw there. Now make sure with your drill bit. So this is where you need to be careful. You need to make sure you don't drill a hole too big, but with fiberglass you need to not drill it too small, otherwise the fiberglass cracks. Just make sure you don't drill it too big, and you've still got the threads will be able to get in. This size, I don't know what it is. I'll put it in there. I'll put it up if I can when I measure it. But this size I did on the other side, and you have to screw that in and then back it out a little bit, just to almost sort of self-tap as you go. Yeah, it gets a bit hard if you try doing it all at once. Make sure you don't drill all the way through. There is 2 skins there, just go through the first one, otherwise it'll come out the end. What you end up with is a nice, neat press stud. So when we get the stud on the other end of that will go up and click on there. As you can see, it'll hold it up, and you'll be able to close it.